เดียวเพราะว่าธรรมดาเนี่ยโดยปกติเนาะเขาจะมีการบรีฟให้เพื่อนฟังว่าจะมีอย่างเกิดขึ้นที่ไหนแล้วเดี๋ยวอาจารย์จะเชื่อมไปพูดเองเลยว่าจากนี้จะเป็นการวิดีโอ
อาจารย์จะพิธีกรจะพูดก่อน
ค่ะจะพูดบรีฟโปรแกรมในวันนี้ก่อนนะเจ้าแล้วก็ดูอาจารย์จะดูให้เองว่าตอนนี้เนี่ยจะเป็นการชมวิดีโอแนะนำมวลชนแล้วก็เริ่มเลยนะคะแล้วก็พอวิดีโอจบปุ๊บเนี่ยค่ะแล้วการจริงๆแล้วก็พี่เห็นแล้วพอปุ๊บแล้วเดี๋ยวอาจารย์จะเจออาจารย์ค่ะ
เราเช็คป้าย
เราจะเจอกันในเมือง
มาแล้วแต่มาแล้วให้ป้าล่าจะก่อนใช่ไหมป้าล่าบอกว่าอ๋อพรีเซนเทชั่น
ไหน
ไปแล้วจริงๆเสียบไหนวะสันมันเข้าไหมนี่มันไม่เข้าอ่ะ
เดี๋ยวจะมีคนยกโพเดียมใช่ไหม
ถ้าเราเราจะเอาของอาจารย์พิสิทธิ์อยู่หน้าจอนะ
มันปิดไม่ได้มันเป็นมันปิดไม่ได้
พอแต่ฉันรับพันแนวตอนเนี้ย
ตัวเองเขาไม่ได้ตั้งใจนะคือเขาเป็นหน้าใช่ไหมแล้ว
มันมาจะบอกมันแยกพันแนวละตรงนี้หลูมีอย่างพร้อมละแต่ว่าตอนเนี้ยของอาจารย์พิสิทธิ์ปานจะไว้หน้าจอก่อนโอเคขึ้นก่อนแกขึ้นตอนเจ้านี่เป็นคีโนตดีโอเคเอ้าหายไปไหนวะหน้าจอไหนวะ
หน้าจอก็เดสก์ท็อป
เชียร์แล้ว
มันอาจจะเอาอะไรใส่ไม่ได้เอาใส่ไว้ในหน้าโฟลเดอร์แล้วตัวเขียนไว้นิดนึง
ต้องเอาไหนไว้ไหนวะ
โฟลเดอร์ที่เอาไว้ทำคนละ
แล้วเมื่อกี้ที่เปิดไว้ไหนอ่ะ
นี่ไงไม่ใช่กดใหม่ไหนรอทีรอ
อันนี้เหรอแล้วเราไว้ไหนวะ
อันนี้อยู่ใน
แน่นอน
แล้วตัวเอาลงว่าตัวลง
เปิดเอาลงไว้ในเดสก์ท็อปอ่ะมันจะมีไหนกับหูได้ดีบอกเมื่อกี้วิดีโอมีไหนอ่ะ
เขียนหมายเลข 1นะ
อันนี้เป็น PDF กับ PowerPoint เฉย
Fourth Asia Engage Regional Conference 2018 under the theme of Rising to the Challenge of SDGs in Asia through University Community Engagement here at DM Press, Chiang Mai, Thailand. And please let me introduce myself. My name is Assistant Professor Pacharaklan Intanak, and I'm from Chiang Mai University, and I'm very honored to be the MC for today's program. And before we start the official welcoming session, let me briefly have a glance look for today's program. So the first session will be the welcome remark from our presidents and also from the Vice Chancellor of University of Kebangsaan, Malaysia. Then it will be followed by the plenary presentation on the topic of the King Bhumibol philosophy of sufficiency economy towards sustainable development goal by Assistant Professor Dr. Pisit Waraurai, our keynote speaker. And we will have a small refreshment break at around 10:15, and then we will continue with the panel discussion on the topic of university community engagement. And we will have a lunch break at around 12. And we'll resume to the afternoon session at 1 p.m., which will be another panel discussion on the topic of university civil society engagement. And we will have the afternoon refreshment break at 2:40. And at around 3 p.m., it will be the time for parallel sessions, and you can participate in the session that you are interested and have already registered. The gala reception dinner will start at 6:30, and every participant is invited. And before we start the official welcoming remark section, let's watch the video presentation introducing Chiang Mai University. Please enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now the time to start our official opening session. May I invite Associate Professor Awon Opat Pathanakit, the Vice President of Chiang Mai University and the Chair of the 4th ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference 2018, to deliver the introductory remarks. Please welcome.
Selamat pagi. Good morning. สวัสดีเจ้า Clinical Professor นิเวศ นันทจิต President of Chiang Mai University Professor ตันศรีดาโตะเสรี Dr. Nor Aslan Kasali Vice Chancellor of University Kebangsaan Malaysia Assistant Professor Dr. Pisit Wara Urai Chairperson of the Advisory Board of the Plant Genetic Conservation Project Royal Initiative by Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirinthorn Dr. Cholathit Thirachiti Executive Director ASEAN University Network Organizing Committees Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, Chiang Mai University and University Kebangsaan Malaysia, on behalf of the Permanent Secretariat of the ASEAN University Network, thematic network for university social responsibility and sustainability, are pleased to host the 4th ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference 2018 at the International Convention, the Empress Hotel, Chiang Mai, Thailand. The ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference is a regional platform organized annually in fulfillment of the research, education, and engagement missions of higher education institutions to create mutually beneficial partnership between multi-sector stakeholders, higher education institutions, community, industry, foundations, NGOs, and government agencies to uplift the quality of people's lives across ASEAN and Asia. In response to the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or SDG, the main theme of ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference 2018 is Rising to the Challenges of the SDG in Asia through University Engagement. This year's conference aims to bring all stakeholders on board to enable the SDG and to facilitate dialogues, mutual learning, and partnerships between different sectors and in addressing the challenge while highlighting how university can work with community, government, industry, and business, and also civil society and international organizations to collectively respond to the challenges of SDG and accelerate action. This year, the conference aimed to create opportunity for sharing King Bhumipon's philosophy of social economy towards sustainable development goal. The philosophy attached great importance to human development at all levels and emphasized the need to strengthen community capacity to ensure a balanced way of life and resilience with full respect for the environment, innovative ideas, capacity development for carrying out meaningful and impactful engagement, forging collaborative community and industry engaged research as well as to enhance learning experience. The focus of this conference will be on the following 5 sub-themes which have been identified at the 6th AUN-USRNS Steering Committee meeting on 17 December 2017 in UKM, Malaysia, as essential consideration for driving forward meaningful and productive engagement efforts of higher education institutions, including university community engagement, university civil society engagement, university industry engagement, university government engagement, and university international agency engagement. This conference is honored to have renowned scholars to deliver keynote speeches at the opening session on topic King Bhumipon's philosophy of social economy towards sustainable development goal. Assistant Professor Dr. Pisit Wara Urai. He is a chairperson of the advisory board of the Plant Genetic Conservation Project, Royal Initiative by Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirinthorn. And in this conference, activity in the conference include five plenary panel on 5 sub-themes. There are more than 200 participants join this conference. We also have a concurrent panel of each sub-theme, and there is also a roundtable of socially engaged scholarship for professorship in Thai system. And there's some poster presentation outside this room, and community tours is also available for those of you who would like to join. On behalf of the chair of the 4th ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference 2018, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to 9 universities, namely Chiang Mai Ratchapat University, Lampang Ratchapat University, Uttaradit Ratchapat University, Payap University, North Chiang Mai University, Far Eastern University, and Universitat Indonesia, and 8 organizations in Thailand, namely Thailand Research Fund, National Research Council of Thailand, Office of Higher Education Commission, Council of University, President of Thailand, Thailand International Cooperation Agency, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Engagement Thailand, Regional Research Network, Northern Region, and Upper Northern Research Network for their close and active collaborations in making this conference possible. Throughout our effort and commitment, I am confident that this conference shall be able to repeat the successes enjoyed during the first 3 conferences. In addition, may I also extend my gratitude to all participants for their valuable contributions in making the 4th ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference 2018 a notable academic and engagement event. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our chair. And without further ado, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I invite Clinical Professor Niwet Nanthachit, the President of Chiang Mai University, to deliver the welcoming remark. Please welcome.
Good morning. Professor Dr. Noor Aslan Kasali, Vice Chancellor of the University, Kebangsaan, Malaysia. Assistant Professor Dr. Pisit Wara Urai, Chairperson of the Advisory Board of the Plant Genetics Conservation Project. Dr. Chulathit Thirathiti, Executive Director of Asian Unity Networks. Organizing committees, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor to represent Chiang Mai University and to welcome all of you to the 4th ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference 2018 on rising to the challenge of sustainable development goals in Asia through university community engagement. co-organized with the Asian University Networks for the University Social Responsibility and Sustainability. Chiang Mai University is Thailand's first regional education establishment, striving to become a world-class university by focusing on research and sharing knowledge to enhance understanding and development for the scientific communities. And we have, for the last 50 years, been strongly committed in building and maintaining connections with local and international communities. As a university member of the Asian University Networks, Chiang Mai University has been able to share its insights and strengthen community engagement experiences in the AUN thematic networks of university social responsibility and sustainability, in which the University Kebangsaan Malaysia serves as a secretariat. With the conference aim in creating opportunities for sharing innovative ideas, capacity development for carrying our meaningful and impactful engagement, for giving collaborative community and industry engaged research, as well as to enhance learning experiences. This conference is considered an auspicious opportunity for Chiang Mai University, and the conference holds to demonstrate our dedication to the thematic consortiums support integral part concept of research and academic services, university governance and administrations, community involvement, and campus life. I'm confident this conference will not only be a platform for the exchange of scientific ideas and knowledge, but will also build ties between researchers and scholars. I am also certain that this conference can encourage and strengthen our joint efforts in researching the sustainable development goals for all sectors involved. Distinguished participants, I would like to officially welcome you once again to the 4th ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference 2018, and may I wish you all an enjoyable, informative, and productive days in Chiang Mai. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for your warm welcome speech. And now, may I also invite Professor Tan Sri Dato Seri Dr. No Asrang Kasari, the Vice Chancellor of University of Kebangsaan, Malaysia, to deliver the welcome address. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good morning. Sawadika. Clinical Professor Niwes Nantachit, President of Chiang Mai University, Dr. Choltis Dirathiti, Executive Director of ASEAN University Network, Professor Dr. Imran Ho Abdullah, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Industry and Community Partnership, University Kebangsaan, and also the Chair for the ASEAN University Network, University Social Responsibility and Sustainability, the Secretariat at UKM, Associate Professor Dr. Avon Opat Patanakit, Vice President for Academic Services and Societal Engagement, Chiang Mai University, and the Chair of this 4th ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference 2018 Organizing Committee, Assistant Professor Dr. Pisit Woraurai, Chairperson of the Advisory Board of the Plant Generic Conservation Project, Royal Initiative by Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirindon, ladies and gentlemen, and also distinguished presidents, representative of universities, our speakers, and also presenters, participants of this conference, organizing committees. On behalf of University Kebangsaan, or in short, I will just say it as UKM, I am pleased to welcome all of you to the 4th ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference 2018. This year marks the 4th meeting of this regional conference and the 3rd time it is held outside of Malaysia since we started in 2012. Today we celebrate the fruit of these strategic partnerships between University Kebangsaan Malaysia as the Permanent Secretariat of ASEAN University Network, University Social Responsibility and Sustainability, and Chiang Mai University as the host of the 4th ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference, which aims to create mutually beneficial partnerships in research, education, and engagement missions of higher education with industry, community, government agencies, civil societies, and also international stakeholders across ASEAN and Asia. Since its official launch in 2012, the brand of ASIAENGAGE has offered a platform for growing number of members. Proudly, it is now involved about 87 universities from 20 countries. The opportunities for sharing innovative industry and community engagement practices, developing regional capacity for impactful engagement, and forging greater collaboration between all the stakeholders. I believe that many of us are familiar with the triple helix. In Malaysia, the Ministry of Education was previously Ministry of Higher Education. We put this in our blueprint as a quadra-helix to involve university, industry, government, as well as the society. It is clear from the inception of this ASIAENGAGE that universities no longer think of engagement as an ad hoc activity, but a key role of the university as an institution to be directly involved in improving the people's quality of life in the region and beyond. Being a part of ASEAN, UKM always gives our best commitment in striving to the clock of highest ASEAN mileage amongst other regional players in Malaysia. This is also done through membership of several regional networks, such as the ASEAN University Network, and a few thematic areas that are now under UKM. This is one of them, AUN, USR, and S, University Social Responsibility and Sustainability, and also AUN, ASEAN Economic Community, through academia, research, and engagement. And at UKM, we lump all of these activities as ASEAN at UKM. It's a tagline that we put forward, and I always remind my colleagues at UKM that while we are the National University of Malaysia, we are actually a national university with ASEAN's heart in it. This move is also in line with UKM's focus or the key results area of smart partnership and strategic engagement, led by Dr. Imran and also Prof. Dr. Rokia, right in front. Dr. Rokia was very involved in all these activities, where we strive to foster beneficial collaboration and enhance UKM's value offering in education, research, and service nationally and internationally. We take this engagement with the society and all those partners as something very central in our operation. Just to share a bit with you, a little bit that I'm involved with, looking at how an organization playing their role in the wider context, going from the standard corporate social responsibility towards something what we now term as a shared value concept. Instead of putting all this engagement at the peripheries, instead of being it after we deliver our core functions, we are shifting engagement to be at the center, meaning that we excel, we achieve our missions together with the society at the center of our operation. Thus, it makes the university, at least for UKM, as university with soul. All of our scholarly advancement and excellence must be reaching the soul which is surrounding us, especially in the case of lifting the quality of living of the society. The theme of rising to the challenge of sustainable development goal in Asia through university community engagement is both timely and relevant, where the university has the capacity to generate, translate, and disseminate relevant knowledge to achieve the United Nations SDG. Higher education institutions can collaborate to identify with policymakers and other stakeholders to identify current issues, create options, and implement solutions, as well as evaluating policies' effectiveness. It is important to note that the university is capable to transform the challenges of SDGs into measurable goals and opportunities by humanizing academic capital to public policy and making existing knowledge and resources available to the government, industry, and the community. With this in mind, UKM applauds the effort put in by all partners, especially our host today, the Chiang Mai University. Thank you very much to all the colleagues at Chiang Mai University for successfully making the conference a reality and bringing about like-minded ASEAN and Asia-engaged practitioners to work together in advancing the development of a learned, dynamic, and moral society. I am confident that through our efforts and commitment, we have been able to achieve more and to be able to continue to develop even stronger relationships and friendships between UKM, CMU, and also the rest of universities participating in this conference. Congratulations are in order for all of us.
Thank you.
trust,
I'm sorry.
just the last part, I trust all the participants of the 4th Asia Engage Regional Conference 2018 will benefit from the sharing sessions and the chance to network and learn from each other at this conference. And I wish everyone a great conference. Thank you very much.
So this is the real thank you. Thank you very much for your kind words. And Professor Tan Sri, could you remain on the stage? Because after next, this will be the token appreciation presentation. And I would like to also invite our president, clinical professor Nivet Nantajit, on the stage too. And now it's the time of the token appreciation presentation from Chiang Mai University to University of Kebangsaan Malaysia. ค่ะมอบของก่อนค่ะค่ะ So this is the token of appreciation from Chiang Mai University to University Kebangsaan Malaysia. And then both of our presidents will present the token of appreciation to the following persons. So first, may I have the honor of inviting Assistant Professor Dr. Pisit Vora Urai on the stage to receive the token of appreciation. Okay, so this is a short of the exchanging of token of appreciation. I'm very sorry. And this is Assistant Professor Dr. Pisit Wara Urai, our keynote speaker. And both of the university will present the token of appreciation to our keynote speaker. So everyone please remain on the stage because there will be so many more to come on the stage to take the token of appreciation from us. Next, may I have the honor of inviting the representative from Lampang Ratchapat University, our co-host, to receive the token of appreciation. And next, from Chiang Mai Ratchapat University, please welcome. And from North Chiang Mai University, please welcome on the stage. And also may I invite a representative from Ratchamankara University of Technology, Lana, on the stage. And the last but not least, may I also invite a representative from Thailand International Cooperation Agency on the stage. Please welcome. And also it's from Thailand Research Fund, TIF on the stage. Please welcome. And after the token of appreciation presentation, we'll have the group photo session. And next will be the first group photo session. So every delegate's on the stage. So please take a look at our cameramans at the front. And also, Ajahn Jimmy, please come on the stage. And this will be the remarkable moment of the 4th ASIAENGAGE conference this year. And this is another request. So all of the delegates, could you come down for the second shots of the group photo here, down here? There was the Yeah, that was the request from our cameraman because we need every participant in our shot. And I'd like to invite all of the participants to smile because our show will be in our group photo. Thank you so very much for your participation. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. And here we are. We will continue with the next session, which is the plenary presentation from our keynote speaker, Assistant Professor Dr. Pisit Wara Urai, on the topic of... I'm so sorry. This is a small surprise before our keynote speaker, I would say, because there is the big performance to welcome all of you to Chiang Mai with our graceful and beautiful Thai performance called Tipaya Bupha. And the performance you have just seen is called Tipaya Bupa. Tipaya means the blessing from heaven, and Bupa means flowers. So the theme or the meaning of this show is to welcome all the distinguished guests to the town and have a blissful here in this town. So I would like to have another big round of applause to our performers. Thank you. And I think this is the real time for our plenary presentation from our keynote speaker, Assistant Professor Dr. Prisit Waraurai. Please welcome on the stage. And while he is preparing his speech, even though our chair has already informed you about how great he is, I would like to address once again what he has done for us and what he is doing now. Assistant Professor Dr. Prisit Waraurai is now a chairperson of the advisory board of the Plant Genetic Conservation Project, Royal Initiative by Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirinthorn. And also he's the advisor to Huay Hong Krai Royal Development Study Center. He's also the director of Service Center for Flower and Fruit Propagation Development under the Royal Initiative. He was also the former Vice President for Academic Affairs, Chiang Mai University, and the former Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture, Chiang Mai University. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, so please give him a big round of applause to welcome our keynote speaker once again. Thank you.
Professor Tan Sri Dato Sri Dr. Noor Atlan Kasari, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Since my English is not good enough to deliver my speech today, so I will do it in Thai. I do apologize all of you for that. But of course, we have the kindly the translator for. ในทุกวันนี้นี่เรื่องที่เกี่ยวกับพระบาทสมเด็จพระเจ้าอยู่หัวรัชกาลที่ 9 พระบาทสมเด็จมหาภูมิพลอดุลยเดชมีอยู่2 เรื่องเรื่องแรกก็คือเรื่องของปรัชญาของเศรษฐกิจพอเพียงเรื่องที่2ก็คือเรื่องของศาสตร์แห่งพระราชาซึ่งได้พูดกันตั้งแต่ระดับรัฐบาลจนถึงประชาชนในระดับชาวไร่ชาวนาครับ
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Don't believe him that he cannot speak English well. He's too kind to me. Anyway, what he's talking about today, to start with His Majesty past King Rama IX. He's talking about that he has 2 important topics in his duty. His duties, one is sufficient philosophy, and the other one is what we can call that a king's knowledge.
แล้วอีกเรื่องหนึ่งซึ่งได้พูดกันก่อนหน้านี้ในประเทศไทยอย่างกว้างขวางมานานก็คือเรื่องพระราชนิพนธ์พระมหาชนกซึ่งเกี่ยวกับความเพียร
What we widely talking about is about his novel is called Mahachanok, which is focused on the prudence, the persistence.
ในวันนี้ผมจะขอนำงานของพระบาทสมเด็จพระเจ้าอยู่หัวทั้ง3 เรื่องมารวมกันอยู่ในสปีชที่ผมจะนำเสนอต่อท่าน
Today I would like to present you in 3 topics, which is it has in today that what he's going to talk about.
เรื่องแรก ที่จะนำมาก็คือเรื่องของพระราชนิพนธ์พระมหาชนกซึ่งเป็นเรื่องที่เกี่ยวกับความเพียรและการพัฒนาประเทศโดยสถาบันการศึกษาระดับสูง
The first one is about his novel. It's called Mahachanok. It has to do with the persistence or prudence and development of the country.
ครับก็ขอภาพแรกเรื่องของเรื่องก็มีอยู่ว่าพระราชามหาชนกเป็นเรื่องที่เกิดขึ้นนานมากมาแล้วได้ครองนครมิถิลาด้วยความเพียรที่ไม่หวังผลประโยชน์ตอบแทนแล้วก็นำมิถิลานครไปสู่ความเจริญมั่งคั่งเป็นอย่างยิ่ง
It's about a country or say city is called Mithila.
มิถิลานคร
Yes, Mithila Nakhon represents the country of the king.
พระมหาชนกเป็นผู้ที่มีความเพียรพระราชา
The king he's a hard worker and he has persistence.
ความเจริญความก้าวหน้าอย่างยิ่งความมั่งคั่งอย่างยิ่งจึงเกิดแก่มิถิลานคร
So the development and the prosperous of the countries is created by him.
อยู่มาวันหนึ่งพระมหาชนก
The king
เสด็จเยี่ยมอุทยานราชอุท
visited
ยาน
a royal garden, royal park.
แล้วที่หน้าประตูทางเข้าอุทยานนั้นก็มีมะม่วงอยู่2 ต้น
At the entrance of the park, there were 2 mango trees.
ต้นหนึ่งออกผลดกงดงามอีกต้นหนึ่งไม่มีผลเลย
One has lots of fruits, but the other one has none.
พระราชาก็เสด็จเข้าไปก็เสวยทรงชิมผลมะม่วงต้นที่มีผลนั้น
He tasted one fruit.
ปรากฏว่าเมื่อทรงชิมแล้วมะม่วงต้นนั้นทั้งหอมทั้งหวานเป็นที่ชื่นใจอย่างยิ่ง
Oh, the fruit is very delicious.
ก็
It's bring him pleasure.
ทรงคิดว่าเดี๋ยวจะเสด็จประพาสอุทยานก่อนแล้วกลับออกมาก็จะเสวยให้มาก
So he thought that he would go around first and then he come back, he would try it again.
หลังจากที่เสด็จกลับออกมาก็ปรากฏว่ามะม่วงต้นที่เสวยนั้นแหลกสลาย
When he came back, apparently the fruits were gone.
ก็ทรงถามว่าเกิดอะไรขึ้น
What happened?
ผู้ที่ตามเสด็จก็บอกว่ามะม่วงที่มีรสอันเลิศนั้นเนี่ยเมื่อพระราชาเสวยแล้วประชาชนที่ตามเสด็จก็ตามที่มาเฝ้ารับเสด็จก็ตามต่างก็ปรารถนาจะได้ลิ้มรสเช่นกัน
He said, "What happened? Why is no fruit anymore?" So the people, the guard or his servant just said that because you said it's so good, so all of them they just took them away and they ate them.
เอาใหม่เอากลับไปภาพแล้วเมื่อเป็นเช่นนี้เนี่ยต่างก็เข้าไปยื้อแย่งกันมะม่วงก็ไม่เหลือพระราชาจึงทรงไปยืนลำพึงอยู่กับต้นมะม่วงที่ไม่มีผล
So the king just went to the tree and just think what
ก็ทรงลำพึงว่าเมื่อใดสิ่งดีมีอยู่กับตนแล้วเป็นอันตราย
When you know that when you have good things with yourself,
ก็คิด
it's dangerous.
คิดที่จะสละราชสมบัติไปแสวงหาความสงบในทางจิตทางใจโมกขธรรม
He thought that he would like to dethrone, so he would like to get out of his kingship, and he would like to go for peace.
และก็ทรงเข้าใจทันทีว่าความมั่งคั่งที่เกิดขึ้นในประเทศนั้นหาได้ช่วยอะไรมากมายไม่
he realized that the richness or the prosperity of his kingdom doesn't mean anything.
สังคมของมิถิลานครในขณะนั้นทรงเข้าใจว่าประชาชนได้ทำในสิ่งที่ไม่ควรทำ
He realized that the society just destroyed his own country.
ดังที่ปรากฏอยู่ในภาพตรงกลางของภาพ
As you seen on the picture.
แล้วก็สิ่งที่ควรทำกลับไม่ทำ
What should they do? They didn't do it.
ในเรื่องนี้พระเจ้าอยู่หัวได้ทรงรำพึงว่าทรงพิจารณาว่าพระมหาชนกพระราชาไม่ควรจะสละราชสมบัติไปแสวงความสุขด้วยความสงบเพียงส่วนตัว
So our king Rama IX thought that that's not the correct way. He shouldn't get away and just search for peace. He should come back. He should stay with the country.
แล้วก็เหตุก็เพราะว่าความมั่งคั่งนั้นไม่ใช่เป็นหน้าที่ของพระราชาแต่เพียงอย่างเดียวหากแต่ว่าพระราชาจะต้องทำหน้าที่อื่นให้สมบูรณ์ด้วย
Prosperity or maintain the prosperity is not only the task of the king. He has other things to do as well.
ครับด้วยเหตุนี้ครับ
Well, because of this reason,
จึงได้ทรงคิดว่าเมื่อใดความไม่เรียบร้อยของสังคมเกิดขึ้นดังที่อยู่ในภาพซ้ายมือ
now he realized whenever chaotic happens,
พระราชามีหน้าที่ที่จะต้องนำความไม่เรียบร้อยนั้นมาสู่ความเรียบร้อยดังภาพขวามือ
should have a task to bring back the peace.
ประชาชนทุกคนจะต้องมีส่วนร่วมในการที่จะทำให้เกิดความเรียบร้อยในสังคมในประเทศ
and the people should participate in bringing back the peace.
ครับแล้วก็ในการหน้าที่สำคัญของพระราชาก็คือว่าจะต้องทำงานด้วยความเพียรอย่างยิ่ง
and the big responsibility of the monarch or the king is just to work very hard.
ทำงานอนุรักษ์ให้ได้เป็นผลสำเร็จ
and to succeed.
และทำงานพัฒนาควบคู่กันไป
Together with development.
ทั้งนี้ต้องทำบนฐานของคุณธรรม
Based on virtue and morale.
คุณธรรมของประชาชนทั้งประเทศ
For the virtue of the people of the country.
เพราะฉะนั้นจึงได้สรุปว่าประชาชนขณะนี้นี่ขาดทั้งความสำนึกขาดทั้งความรู้ในทางวิทยาการและปัญญาเพราะฉะนั้นจำเป็นที่จะต้องแก้ไขอยากจะรับประทานมะม่วงก็โค่นต้นมะม่วงเสียอันนี้เป็นการกระทำที่ไม่เหมาะ
So with the conclusion that because of all the ignorance and lack of wisdom and technologies and whatsoever, so it's the same as that you have a good tree, good fruits, but you destroy it yourself. So that we have to correct it.
ประชาชนไม่ได้เข้าใจเลยแม้แต่น้อยว่าแท้ที่จริงเนี่ยสิ่งดีงามสำหรับตนคืออะไรจึงไม่ได้ทำสิ่งนั้น
Now, because the people don't realize that what is the right thing to do and why they did so.
ด้วยเหตุนี้จึงได้ทรงคิดว่าจำเป็นเหลือเกินจำเป็นอย่างที่สุดที่จะต้องมีสถานอบรมสั่งสอนเบ็ดเสร็จในทุกด้าน
It's necessary to set up an institute to teach the people to do the right things.
แล้วก็การที่จะรื้อฟื้นสิ่งที่ถูกทำลายไปให้กลับคืนมาสมบูรณ์ดีดังเดิม
And to revive all the destroyed things to become better and perfect.
ในกรณีของต้นมะม่วงต้องทำ9 วิธี
In the case of a mango tree, there are 9 methods to do to revive it.
เป็นต้นว่า
For instance,
เพาะเมล็ด
culturing the seeds,
ตัดกิ่งช
nursing the roots, culturing the cuttings,
ำแล้วก็ทาบกิ่ง
grafting,
เสียบกิ่ง
science, the branches.
ต้นใดที่ไม่ได้เกิดผลจำเป็นต้องรมควันให้เกิดผลให้ได้
You know, if it doesn't work, sometimes that tree you need to smoke it.
แล้วในที่สุดของที่สุดหากแม้นเหลือทรัพยากรเพียงน้อยเดียวก็ต้องทำ tissue culture.
In the end, even though it's almost you have no hope anymore to do anything about it, you have to culture by cells, by tissue culture.
อันนี้ก็เป็นตัวอย่างของ
This
9 วิ
is
ธี
an example of one of the 9 methods.
นั่นก็คือบทบาทของสถานอบรมสั่งสอน
That
เบ็ดเสร็
is
จ
your role of the universities.
ทำอย่างไร
How
ที่จะให้ประชาชน
to make
เข้า
the
ใจ
people to understand
สิ่งใดดีงามสำหรับต
whatever
น
good things
แล้วก็เข้ามาร่วมมือกัน
and ask and to cooperate, to participate.
ต้องทำในทุกระดับ
All levels.
ครับนี่ก็คือการเกิดและหน้าที่ของมหาวิทยาลัยในทัศนะของพระบาทสมเด็จพระเจ้าอยู่หัว
This is how our king sees it. That's how the university should be.
ต่อไปผมขอพูดเรื่องที่สองคือเรื่องเศรษฐกิจพอเพียง
The second topic is self-sufficient.
เรื่องของเศรษฐกิจพอเพียงนี้เป็นเรื่องที่พระบาทสมเด็จพระเจ้าอยู่หัวได้พระราชทานให้แก่สาธารณชนของประชาชนชาวไทยและชาวโลกมาได้ประมาณ20กว่าปี
He has created, it's already more than 20 years, this philosophy.
ปรัชญาของเศรษฐกิจพอเพียงมิได้มุ่งไปที่ความมั่งคั่งร่ำรวยในทางวัตถุ
The sufficiency economy philosophy doesn't focus on only the richness, มั่งคั่งแล้วนะ
มั่งคั่งและร่ำรวย
and not only in material wealth.
หากแต่ทรงมุ่งไปที่ความอยู่เย็นเป็นสุข happiness ของประชาชน
We want to emphasize on the happiness of the people.
หลักการก็คือความสมดุล
Based on balance.
ต้องจัดทุกอย่างให้อยู่ในสภาวะสมดุล
Everything should be balanced.
แล้วดำรงความสมดุลนั้น
And
ไว้ให้ได้
maintain the balance.
กิจกรรมทุกกิจกรรมควรจะสมดุล
All activities must be balanced.
ในภาพที่ผมได้สร้างขึ้นมานี้สีน้ำเงินที่เป็นลูกศรอยู่ตรงกลางนี่คือชีวิตของคนแต่ละคน
Each life you can represent in the arrow, the blue arrow.
ภายในชีวิตของแต่ละคนมหาวิทยาลัยจะต้องจัดการให้มีคุณธรรมในด้านต่างๆ
In fact, in a human being, you have all those things in the blue thing already: persistent wisdom, patience, consciousness, thoughtful, honesty, and trustworthy. How the university can bring those from each individual to implement in their life.
ฝังสิ่งนี้ไว้ในจิตในใจของคน
Yeah, how to implant all this good property in the human beings, in them, in
แล้วห
students.
ลังจากนั้นก็จะต้องสร้างภูมิคุ้มกันซึ่งอยู่ในวงนอกของลูกศรภูมิคุ้มกันก็เป็นต้นว่าความรอบรู้ความรอบคอบความระมัดระวังอย่างยิ่ง
Yeah, this will be a self-immunity. Then you have thorough knowledge, be careful, and then know how to consider or to think seriously.
วัฒนธรรมดั้งเดิมที่เติบใหญ่ขึ้นมาเป็นเรื่องสำคัญที่สุดที่ทรงคิดไว้
what he thought about, how we brought up is very important as well.
ความงดงามของวัฒนธรรมทั้งปวงนั้นจะต้องดำรงอยู่ให้ได้
The beauty of what they brought up culture, which are very good, it should be maintained.
แล้วสิ่งที่ทำคือวัฒนธรรมแล้วก็ภูมิคุ้มกันนี้เป็นภูมิคุ้มกันในตนสามารถที่จะป้องกันความก้าวหน้าของโลกภายนอกได้ซึ่งอยู่วงนอกของวงลี
This self-immune can protect themselves from the disturbed environment, worldly environment.
เทคโนโลยีก้าวหน้าไกลรวดเร็วแต่การคมนาคมกว้างขวางรวดเร็วแล้วก็ข้อมูลต่างๆก็รวดเร็วเช่นกัน
Because all the technology, the update, the information, and everything is going so fast.
ในตอนล่างของภาพนี้ท่านคงจะเห็นว่าเมื่อเทคโนโลยีก้าวหน้าโลกก้าวไปอย่างรวดเร็วสิ่งต่างๆที่อยู่รอบตัวเราล้วนแต่ถูกใช้ถูกทำลายบางส่วนมลภาวะเกิดขึ้น
Nowadays technologies and whatever sometimes they also bring the bad things that destroy your life as well
ในปรัชญาของเศรษฐกิจพอเพียงเราจะไม่แยกตัวเราออกจากโลกภายนอก
In the sufficiency economy philosophy we will not take ourselves from the environment the nowadays world
หากแต่ว่าจะอยู่กับโลกภายนอกอย่างสมดุล
But how we going to live with this with your balance
ซึ่งจะต้องใช้ปัญญาอย่างยิ่ง
You need your knowledge you need your intelligence
จิตใจจะต้องเข้มแข็งอย่างยิ่ง
You must be strong in mind in spirit
สติจะต้องมีอยู่กับตน
Always be mindful
หากมิเช่นนั้นจะตกเป็นทาสของสิ่งที่พัฒนาขึ้นมา
You will be the victim of developed things
แล้วอันตรายก็จะเกิดแก่ชีวิต
And your danger will come to your life your society
เกิดแก่แผ่นดินโดยรวม
and your homeland
เพราะฉะนั้น
Therefore
ต้องตั้งใจให้มั่นว่าจุดหมายของเราที่แท้จริงจะทำอะไรก็ตามจะต้องพอประมาณ
So you must set your mind whatever you do must be sufficient moderate
ความปรารถนาที่จะมีสิ่งใดๆก็ตามจนมากเกินความจำเป็นนั่นคืออันตราย
Greediness is dangerous
สิ่งใดที่จะมีมากเกินที่ตนจำเป็นจะต้องมีเหตุผล
Having too much more than you need must have reasons
เราสามารถที่จะมีการสำรองได้
We can have a reserve
ในปริมาณที่เหมาะที่ควร
at the moderate amount
ซึ่งสิ่งเหล่านี้ทางมหาวิทยาลัยจำเป็นที่จะต้องทำความเข้าใจกับบุคคลที่ผ่านมาในระบบของมหาวิทยาลัย
This again the duty of universities to teach them or to educate them to realize about all these things
นั่นก็เป็นหัวใจสำคัญของปรัชญาของเศรษฐกิจพอเพียง
essence of the sufficient economy philosophy
มาเรื่องที่สาม
The third
เป็นเรื่องที่ทุกวันนี้ปรากฏว่าพูดกันมากในประเทศไทยแล้วก็ต่างก็ปฏิบัติกันในทุกระดับ
Now, what he's going to talk about is that we are talking about it widely
สิ่งสำคัญก็คือเรามาทำความเข้าใจกับผมเองได้มีโอกาสมีโชคดีมีบุญที่ได้ตามเสด็จพระดำเนินแล้วก็ทำงานสนองพระราชกระแสแล้วก็พระราชดำรัสใดๆของพระเจ้าอยู่หัว
I could follow him and be at his audience and I'm very lucky.
ตั้งแต่พศ 2511 และทำอยู่จนปัจจุบัน
I have to calculate,
เป็น
Buddhist
เวลา
era
ประมาณ
and Christian
50
era.
ปีครับ
So many years. He has been working with him.
เพราะฉะนั้นจึงได้พิจารณาว่าศาสตร์ของพระราชานั่นคืออะไร
So he has time to consider or to think what is the king's philosophy.
การสรุปของผมอาจจะไม่เหมือนคนอื่น แต่ผมเข้าใจว่าเป็นสิ่งนี้
His conclusion may not be the same as others, but what he concludes is so.
ผมได้พิจารณาตั้งแต่พระเจ้าอยู่หัวเสด็จขึ้นครองราชสมบัติท่านทรงมีพระประถมบรมราชโองการเราจักปกครองแผ่นดินโดยธรรมเพื่อประโยชน์สุขแห่งมหาชนชาวสยาม
He thinks of the first royal supreme command. What he said, we shall reign in righteousness for the benefits and happiness of Siamese people.
การที่มีพระราชปณิธานเช่นนั้นเนี่ยจะทำได้ต้องเริ่มต้นด้วยการคิดแต่ในการคิดนั้นจิตจะต้องเปี่ยมไปด้วยความเมตตาถ้ามิเช่นนั้นทำไม่ได้
The person who has these sayings must have their mind, have a compassion.
จึงได้สรุปว่าทรงมีจิตที่อาบอิ่มด้วยเมตตาในการคิด
So it means that his mind or he himself is filled with compassion and kindness.
แล้วก็ในการทำในการคิดวิธีการคิดพระเจ้าอยู่หัวทรงสอน
He always teaches.
นี่เป็นคำของพระองค์ท่าน
This is what he always
ก่อนจะทำอะไร
before you do
ให้คิด
you
คิด
must
คิด
think
จนเห็นเป็นนิมิต
You have to crystallize your thought until you see
แล้ว
the
จึงท
vision. Until your vision is clear, then you do it.
ำนี่คือคำสอน
This
ที่
is
ออก
his
จากพระโอ
teaching
ษฐ์ของ
from
ท่าน
his mouth and his speech.
ครับในการทำพระเจ้าอยู่หัวทรงทำด้วยความเพียรที่บริสุทธิ์
When he does things, he does it with a genuine intention and persistence.
การที่จะทำด้วยความเพียรที่บริสุทธิ์ได้นั้นจำเป็นเหลือเกินที่จะต้องทำไม่ใช่เพื่อเข้าตนแม้แต่น้อย
To do that, to have a pure perseverance, you must do it for others, not for yourself.
แต่หากจะต้องคิดถึงผู้อื่นอยู่
You
ตล
have
อด
to think others all the time.
ผู้ที่ทำด้วยกันก็ต้องคิดถึงผู้ที่จะได้รับผลประโยชน์ก็ต้องคิดถึง
And the people who work together with him have to think the same, to think of the people they do it for.
ถ้าคิดอย่างนี้ทำอย่างนี้จึงเป็นการทำที่บริสุทธิ์
If you think like this, you do like this, it means you have a pure perseverance.
ครับด้วยเหตุนี้แหละครับสิ่งที่พระองค์ทรงทำนั้นเนี่ยประโยชน์ที่ทรงมุ่งก็คือจะต้องเกิดเป็นผลประโยชน์แท้แก่มหาชนแก่สรรพสัตว์สรรพชีวิตและก็สรรพสิ่งที่แม้กระทั่งไร้ชีวิต
What he thinks, what he does, or what he did it for genuine benefits, for public, for all living creatures and things.
การกระทำเพียงเพื่อความสำเร็จอาจจะสำเร็จได้แต่อาจจะเป็นอันตรายต่อสิ่งอื่น
If you think only for a success,
ๆสิ่งนี้
may not be completely correct.
ทรงให้ระมัดระวัง
He said you have to be cautious.
อย่าทำแล้วเกิดเช่นนั้น
Don't do it when you have that kind of result.
ในการที่จะทำเช่นนั้นก็มีตัวอย่างของศาสตร์พระราชาทรงเห็นพื้นที่แห่งหนึ่งในจังหวัดเชียงใหม่ห่างออกไปจากที่นี่ประมาณ40 กิโลเมตร
To show that how he thinks, how he he does. Now we can give you an example of there's a one project in Chiang Mai, not far from here.
นี่เป็นเพียงตัวอย่างหนึ่ง
This is only a example.
ในโครงการของพระองค์ท่านซึ่งมีมากกว่า 4,000 โครง
One
การ
of his royal initiative projects, which is one of over 4,000 projects that he initiates.
เพื่อให้เกิดเป็นผลประโยชน์อย่างแท้จริงแก่มหาชน
For the real genuine benefits to public
สรรพสัตว์และสรรพสิ่ง
and all creatures and things.
ยกตัวอย่างเรื่องของการจัดการเกี่ยวกับน้ำ
For example, it's about water management project.
ครับการจัดการเกี่ยวกับน้ำที่ศูนย์ศึกษาการพัฒนาห้วยห้องไคร้
At
ที่
the
กล่าว
Hoi
ถึง
Hong Krai Learning Center.
ทรงกระทำด้วยวิธีการที่ง่ายเป็นธรรมชาติ
He simplifies everything, the activities. We are very natural, very simple.
แต่ทรงใช้ปัญญาอย่างมาก
But he used his knowledge and his intelligence.
บนภูเขาที่ห้วยห้องไคร้เป็นลุ่มน้ำเล็กๆเป็นวอเตอร์เชดเล็ก
On top of that mountain, Hoi Hong Krai, there's a small watershed.
ๆและห่างออกไปอีกประมาณ13 กิโลเมตร
13
เป็นลุ่ม
kilometers
น้ำใหญ่
away as a big water kind of reservoir.
ครับเมื่อสร้างเขื่อนขึ้นในห้วยห้องไคร้
When a dam was created,
น้ำมีไม่มาก
there's not enough water.
ก็ใช้วิธียืมน้ำจากลุ่มน้ำที่ใหญ่กว่า
So he just used borrowed water from the big pond or big reservoir.
ส่งน้ำมา13 กิโลเมตรโดยประมาณ
Just channel. From that reservoir, 13 kilometers.
น้ำที่นำเข้ามานี้เป็นน้ำส่วนเกิน ไม่ได้เบียดเบียนแหล่งน้ำนั้นเลยแม้แต่น้อย น้ำส่วนเกินนี้โดยปกติก็จะไหลผ่านจากลุ่มน้ำนั้นออกไปครับ
It's just actually that's the reservoir that's already running water into that water reservoir, and he used that surplus water to come to the 13 kilometers away.
เมื่อนำน้ำมาแล้วเนี่ยแทนที่จะปล่อยน้ำลงในอ่างเก็บน้ำที่ห้วยห้องไคร้กลับทรงปล่อยน้ำลงตามสันภูเขา
Instead of just bring it only one channel, he spread it into a different just through the ridges of mountains.
เพราะฉะนั้นน้ำก็จะมีโอกาสซึมลงไปเก็บไว้ในดิน
So when you slow down the water has a chance to seep into the ground.
น้ำส่วนที่มากเกินกว่านั้นก็มาเก็บไว้ในอ่าง
So if you already soaked enough, so there's some leftover water and it's reserved in a small reservoir.
แล้วก็น้ำที่อยู่ในอ่างก็ซึมออกไปเป็นน้ำซับ
And the water is still spreading all over the place.
ลงไปในลำธาร
Into two creeks.
แล้วในลำธารก็ให้ทรงสร้างเช็คแดมเป็นแดมเล็กๆบางทีก็เพียง 2-3 เมตรแล้วก็มีความลึกเพียง1 เมตร
And in those creeks, he also put up the check dams.
น้ำที่ลงไปเช่นนั้นก็มีโอกาสให้ดินซึมซับรับน้ำไว้ได้
Through that check dams, the water also seeps into other places as well, surrounded the check dams.
แล้วพอมีเช็คแดมแล้วระดับน้ำถูกยกสูงขึ้นเพราะฉะนั้นเหมืองเล็กๆกว้างเพียงฟุตเดียวลึกฟุตเดียวนะก็นำน้ำกระจายออกไปให้พื้นที่มีความชุ่มชื้นกว้างขึ้น
Yeah, that's it. And to add it up with the water level on the ground, so there's more water that's spreading further into land.
เกิดเป็นแนวกันไฟเปียก
It becomes the buffer. They call wet buffer.
เพราะฉะนั้น
Buffer.
การเกิดเป็นแนวกันไฟเปียกนี้เป็นนวัตกรรม ที่ทรงคิดขึ้น
It becomes a new innovation.
แล้ว
Wet buffer.
แล้วอาจจะบอกว่าแทบจะไม่ต้องลงทุนอะไรเลยมากมาย
No investment or hardly any investment.
ประชาชนทั่วไปทำได้ง่าย
Anyone in the walks of life can do it.
เพราะฉะนั้นศาสตร์ของพระราชาก็คือใช้ปัญญาใช้ทรัพยากรที่มีอยู่โดยรอบมาเกื้อกูลซึ่งกันและกัน
So this philosophy just bring all the resources to and your intelligence to bring the benefits to your life.
วิธีการจะต้องง่ายพอที่ประชาชนจะทำตามได้
Methods should be simple that the people, any people can do it.
และโดยที่ไม่ต้องใช้งบประมาณมากมายก็สามารถทำได้ทั้งประเทศ
With or without capital.
เรื่องของเช็คแดมนี้ได้ทรงคิดละเอียดมาก มีอยู่ครั้งหนึ่งเสด็จไปในงานที่ผมได้ทำถวายมีร่องน้ำเล็กๆความลึกเนี่ยประมาณไม่ถึงครึ่งเมตรหรอกแล้วก็แหล่งน้ำเนี่ยเล็กกว่าห้องนี้ก็ทรงบอกว่าให้ทำเขื่อน
He followed him in one of his trip. He found there's one place that there's just a small pond, and there's a small creek which is not deeper than half a meter.
ผมก็คิดมากทำไมผมไม่เข้าใจทำไมให้ทำเขื่อนทำไมให้ทำเช็คแดมผมไม่ได้ทำพอไม่ได้ทำแล้วก็มาคิดจนเข้าใจสิ่งนี้แหละที่ปรารถนาจะให้ประชาชนที่อยู่บนภูเขาแม้กระทั่งในไร่ในนาหากแม้นมีร่องน้ำเล็กๆก็จงกั้นไว้เถิด
When he saw it like that, they didn't do anything. But he wondered, why? You saw it like that, why didn't you do anything? No, he means that he would like the people around there to make it themselves. Yeah, because it's just small creek there that they can do it themselves.
และเมื่อประชาชนสามารถทำได้ในพื้นที่ไร่นาของประชาชนก็จะมีความชุ่มชื้น
So when they made it, and then they bring up the fertility, the fresh into that area.
และเมื่อเป็นเช่นนี้เมื่อมีความชุ่มชื้นความชุ่มชื้นเกิดณที่ใดจะให้ทรงปลูกต้นไม้
When there's a moist, everywhere there's a water, they ask them to plant trees.
มีอยู่คราวหนึ่งรับสั่งให้ผมปลูกต้นไม้ริมลำห้วยเล็ก
Once he has been asked to put up trees along a small creek.
ๆคือมีลำห้วยแล้วก็มีหญ้ามีวัชพืชอะไรก็ตามขึ้นอยู่เล็กน้อยเท่านั้นแหละแล้วนอกนั้นเป็นที่ทำกินโล่งนะครับปลูกข้าวปลูกถั่ว
In that area there's just a small piece of land and there's a few shrubs of wheat and around there's a rice field.
ทรงชี้ว่าให้ปลูกต้นไม้
He asked him to plant the trees along that creek.
ผมก็ไม่เข้าใจ
I don't understand.
จะปลูกไปทำไมต้องปลูก
Why I have to
ทำ
plant
ไมจะ
them?
ต้องปลูกถ้าปลูกแล้วมันจะไม่ตายหรือยังไง
If I planted, it won't die.
ผมไม่ได้ปลูก2 ปีผ่านไปผมจึงเข้าใจแล้วก็ปลูก
For 2 years passed. I understood and then I planted.
เพราะที่ปลูกก็เพราะว่าเราเข้าใจแล้วความชื้นเล็กน้อยนั้นจะช่วยจันโลงต้นไม้ให้มีชีวิตรอดอยู่ได้ไม่ได้ให้ไปปลูกไกลออกไปให้ปลูกใกล้ๆนี่คือความเพียรและต้องอดทน
Just to make it humidity. Yeah, even you have a little bit of water or anything, you put trees and you create humidity.
เมื่อเสด็จไปเยี่ยมอีกครั้งหนึ่งผมจึงได้กราบบังคมทูลว่าที่รับสั่งกับผมเมื่อ2 ปีที่แล้วกับผมเพิ่งทำในปีนี้เอง
So he said, you told me 2 years ago, I just did it this year.
แล้วก็คำตอบจากพระองค์ท่านก็บอกเข้าใจว่าไม่เข้าใจไม่ถนัด
I understand that you don't understand.
ท่านไม่ได้ถือว่าเป็นความผิด
He didn't think that this is his mistake or fault.
นี่ก็คือเป็นความเมตตา
This is
ครับ
his kindness.
อีกกรณีหนึ่งการที่จะปลูกต้นไม้พระเจ้าอยู่หัวจะทรงคิดถึงประชาชนมีอยู่คราวหนึ่งเสด็จโดยเฮลิคอปเตอร์ไปที่หมู่บ้านแห่งหนึ่งผมรอรับเสด็จอยู่เมื่อเสด็จลงจากเฮลิคอปเตอร์รับสั่งกับผมสั้นๆเลยฟืนไฟวูด
Yeah. Once he came with the helicopter and he talked to him, the only thing he said, firewood.
รับสั่งแค่นั้น
Only the one word.
แล้วก็เมื่อชาวบ้านที่เป็นเจ้าของพื้นที่นั้นมาเฝ้ารับเสด็จคำแรกที่ทรงถามว่าไปหาฟืนมาใช้ไปหาที่ไหน
When the people came, his audience just said, "Where did you get your firewood?"
ชาวบ้านผู้นั้นหัวหน้าหมู่บ้านก็ชี้ไปที่ภูเขาลูกหนึ่งซึ่งห่างออกไปมากพอสมควร
The leader just pointed out to another kind of the top of the mountain. It's quite far away from what he taught.
ก็ทรงถามว่าใช้เวลาเท่าไหร่
How long that you had to go to that place?
หัวหน้าหมู่บ้านนั้นก็บอกว่าออกจากบ้านเมื่อพระอาทิตย์อยู่ตรงนี้แล้วก็กลับมาเมื่อพระอาทิตย์อยู่ตรงนี้
Yeah, that's how far. I left the house when the sun is here, but when I came back, the sun is over there.
แล้วก็ถามต่อไปว่าฟืนที่หามาได้ใช้กี่วัน
How many days you can finish in one load when you
คำตอบ
collected?
ก็คือ3 วัน
Only 3 days, and he
ก็
finished.
ทรงถามต่อไปว่าหมู่บ้านนี้ตั้งมานานเท่าไหร่
How long this your village has been established?
ชาวบ้านทำมือ25 ปี
It has taken them 20 years.
ก็ทรงถามว่าเมื่อ5 ปีที่แล้วหาฟืนจากที่ไหน
He asked it, where did you find your firewood 5 years ago?
ชาวบ้านก็ชี้ไปที่ภูเขาที่อยู่ใกล้ๆ
Again, he pointed out the mountain.
แล้วก็ไม่ได้รับสั่งอะไรก็ถามต่อไปว่าเมื่อมาตั้งหมู่บ้านหาฟืนที่ไหน
Yeah, when he came here, where did you get your firewood?
ชาวบ้านหัวหน้าหมู่บ้านหัวเราะ
The leader laughed.
แล้วก็ชี้ตรงนี้
And he pointed here. Yeah.
ผลของการโต้ตอบง่ายๆก็คือว่าชาวบ้านเข้าใจแล้วมีการปลูกต้นไม้ที่จะใช้เป็นฟืนในบัดนี้ที่นั้น
It means that now the villagers understood. Now.
เพราะฉะนั้นงานเกี่ยวกับพืชพันธุ์พระเจ้าอยู่หัวศาสตร์พระราชาทำในสิ่งที่ชาวบ้านจำเป็นจะต้องมี
What
จะ
is
ต้อง
the
ใช้
philosophy? The villagers or the people must do what they need to do.
เอาล่ะ
Necessity.
เมื่อท่านเห็นอย่างนี้
When you see like this,
บทบาทของมหาวิทยาลัย challenge ของมหาวิทยาลัยคืออะไร
what is the university challenges?
เทคโนโลยีขั้นสูงช่วยชาวบ้านได้มากไหม
High technology, can this high technology help the people?
เพราะฉะนั้นจะทำอะไร
Whatever you want
คง
to
ต้อง
do,
มองไปที่มหาชน
you have to think
คน
the
ส่วนใหญ่
majority, the public,
ทำอย่างไรนักวิจัยของท่านจะยอมรับ
how your researcher will accept.
มันง่ายแสนง่าย
It's so easy,
แต่ไม่มีใครท
but nobody will do it.
ำอันนี้เป็นปัญหา
This is
ทำ
the
อย่างไร
problem.
จะให้ผู้ที่ผ่านจากมหาวิทยาลัย มีจิตใจที่จะออกไปถึงประชาชนที่ต้องการความช่วยเหลืออย่าง
How
ยิ่ง
you can produce the graduate who would like to help the people.
แล้วก็ออกไปแล้วเป็นผู้ที่เสียสละไม่ได้คิดว่าจะทำเพื่อประโยชน์ตนหากแต่ว่าเพื่อประโยชน์ผู้อื่น
That how to make them to think, to be generous, to do other people, not just for yourself.
ปฏิบัติความเพียรที่บริสุทธิ์
Just to have the pure perseverance. Yeah.
เป็นภารกิจที่ยากแสนยาก
is a very, very hard task for you.
แต่ก็ขอให้ท่านทำได้
But
สำเร็จ
please, I wish you a success.
และผมก็ขอจบลงด้วย
I want to conclude
สิ่งที่พระบาทสมเด็จพระเจ้าอยู่หัวได้พระราชทานให้แก่ประชาชนชาวไทย และพระราชทานให้แก่ท่านในโอกาสนี้ด้วย
This is what the king said to all of us. May all readers be blessed with pure perseverance. This is a very difficult word.
ต่อไป
Sharp wisdom and complete physical health. That's what he's saying.
สวัสดีครับ
Swadika. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much for sharing us your extensive knowledge and valuable experiences. We all hope that your speech can be the inspiration to all of us to work more for the community. So thank you very much. ขอบคุณมากค่ะอาจารย์ Distinguished guest, actually it's now time for the refreshment break, but I have a few announcements to make. So first of all, there's no public Wi-Fi available, but if you are required to use it, you can purchase it outside okay, from the counter, from the hotel staff. And next, for the presenters in the parallel presentation this afternoon, please upload your PowerPoint file at the table outside. Okay, there will be the staff help you with this. And during your presentation and after your presentation, you'll be given the certificate from the chair in that section. And for the best paper award, there will be staff, grade you inside your session, and the result will be announced, during the closing ceremony on the last day of our conference. And now it's time for your refreshment break. The coffee is served outside and you have around 10 minutes. We will resume to the next session at 10:30, 10:35. Okay, now, so please enjoy yourself. Thank you very much. Okay, to 10:40. Thank you very much. Thank you.
ารย์สมเกียรตินั่งเชิญนั่งทางนี้นะครับครับผมครับผมครับแล้วก็เดี๋ยวอาจจะมีการสลับที่นั่งครับDo you have your PowerPoint ready? It's already uploaded มีเตรียมพร้อมไว้เรียบร้อยแล้วนะครับ
เรื่องของผมน้องผมนั่นไม่ต้องอยู่ไหนละไอ้แฮนด์ไดรฟ์ขอด้วยเนาะ
And now our presenters are very ready on the stage. So I think it's the time to continue with the next program. It is the plenary panel discussion on a very interesting topic, which is university community engagement. The panelists in this session are as follows. First, Dr. Ponpat Hemawan, the Associate Dean for Administration, Faculty of Social Science, Chiang Mai University. And two, Professor Datuk Dr. Rokia Haji Omar, the Director of University Community Transformation Center, University of Kebangsaan, Malaysia. And number three, Associate Professor Dr. Somkiat Saitanu, the President of Lampang Ratchapat University. And our moderator for this session is Dr. Pongskon Supakit Paisan from the Department of Plant and Soil Sciences, Faculty of Agriculture, Chiang Mai University. And now is the time for this panel discussion. So I will give the floor to everyone.
Thank you. Selamat pagi, Assalamu alaikum, good morning, and Sawadee krab. Welcome to the first plenary panel of the 4th ASIAENGAGE Regional Conference entitled University and Community Engagement. I'm honored and excited to be introducing the speakers of this panel. The first speaker is Dr. Ponpat Hemawan. He is specialized in geoinformatics and has a PhD in geography from Komazawa University, Japan. His presentation is entitled Participatory Geographical Information System for Land and Forest Management Program in Northern Thailand, a case study in Kalayaniwattana District, Chiang Mai Province. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Hemawan.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, thank you for the moderator. Yes, my name is Ponpat Hemawan. I came from the Department of Geography, Chiang Mai University. Today, I would like to share and present my work that I have the opportunity to collaborate in the Kalayaniwattana district. My topic is the participatory GS for the land and forest management program in northern Thailand. Case study in Kalayaniwattana in Chiang Mai province. Today I would like to present in 3 topics of my work. And the first is the contents of the fieldwork and the study area. And the second is what is the participatory GS, and or we call it the PGIS. And the last one is a participatory land and forest management program in Kalayaniwattana districts. The first, let's to introduce my study size. You can see the map is the red. This is the Kalayaniwattana district. Kalayaniwattana district, that is the nearest of the district list in Thailand. The Kalayaniwattana is the royal name from the sister of the King Bhumibol. They received the royal name for the 2010. It was established in the new district in Thailand, and there is the upstream area from the Macham watershed area also. This is where have the list of resource management, natural resources. Mostly Kalayani Vatana districts are located in watershed class in 1A, 1B, and 2. That is should be conserved only, or conservation dimension. And they have the 12,000 people of Hill Thai community live in their land also. And they have lived in this area more than 300 years ago. The watershed class, that is the one of the legislation, Thai legislation to the conservation, and we have the National Reserve Forest area by the National Reserve Forest Act also. And to this legislation to overlap in the real area of Thailand. At first, the watershed class law, we classify the land, we classify the Thai area for the conservation in 1A, 1B, and 2 for the conservation only. You can see the three category, and first category, you can see this means 33% of all Thailand area. That is 1/3 of all Thailand area. It is so large and so many. Of course, it's overlap the land by the people also. It's covering the land of the people, of the local people also. Another one, we have the National Reserve Forest area also, as it's overlap in one area. For the 1A, 1B, and the 2 class of the watershed class, that is the mountainous area, and they have so many the forest area also. For the initiation assessment by the satellite data, in the more than 50 years ago, the forests are continuously decreases into 1,100 square kilometers per year. That's been the 100,000 kilometers for the 50 years ago. And now we have the goal of the nation by the nation strategic should be the forest, we set up that should be the forest area to 40% in the next 20 years from here. That means we should be increase the forest area by 43,000 square kilometers. At the same time, where it should be retrieved the forest area, that is the one that is the mountainous area. For the mountainous area, we have the local community also live in there. And they have the livelihood more than 300 years ago. That is an example. This is Kalayani Vatana district. They have the local community by the Kalen community and small and 2 community for the Hmong. Okay. Not only the conservation sites, we have the development of the livelihoods also, because in their land, in this area, we have the many problems for the livelihood. I mean that is instability of land property, high growth rate of the population, illiteracy, low income and poverty, lack of the infrastructure, and reduction and degradation of natural resources, especially in the forest area also. This is the overlap of the conservation and the livelihood dimension. This is the framework that I call the actionable management. I have to work in Kalayanivattana district. We use this concept for the bring all stakeholders to the management and local community and opposite to the government size by the National Reserve Forest and National Park or maybe Department of Provincial Admission also. We bring to the all stakeholders to management or to work or collaborate in that area to support by the co-management approach and the geoinformatics platform that we call the information technology also. To the goal, the same goal that we create the appropriate management by the sustainability, stability, equality, and balance from people and the forest. And for the academic side, for my work, I keep the participatory GS to support in this work, in this program. The participatory GS or PGS, that is the employ the GS to deeper level than general GS. We would like to empowering local people for the measurement, manage on their land use also. As you know, GS as a tool of geography, as a information technology and modern technology, just we can create the map by the computer and effective map also in everything, everywhere in the earth or in the or of Thailand also. And for this approach, we combine the GS with the participatory approach. Okay. The participatory approach method is the range of the methodology to approach and techniques. We emphasize to construct the empowering for the local people to use the GS to create their data and to create the process to effective process. PGS is the result of the standardized measure of the process by the participatory learning and action with the GS operation. For the important thing, the indigenous spatial knowledge that we call the ISK, or maybe is the local knowledge from the local people. This data cannot be released from the outsider because this data do not reliable, do not scientific. The GS emphasize to create the local data to more reliable by scientific, by the GS process. That is the traditional agricultural land use pattern of Hill Thai in highland of Thailand. The current farmer and the Hmong farmer, they have the traditional agricultural land use pattern. You can see that in the green, we separate and classify for the rotation area. And the red, the cottage, that is the result of traditional agriculture land use pattern of the Hmong farmer. We call the shifting land. In the past, this is so different, and then now we have this culture for in mountainous area, for in highland area also. GS can correct data and can generate the formal data by the GS process. That we have the techniques that we call the georeferencing process. The georeferencing process of the ISK is sometimes adjust the balance between insider presentation of the problem of the problem in the question and the outsider authority also. Is balance the authority from the insider and outsider. We use the several tools. You can see, and the first one we can create the sketch map to collect the mental map from the local people, and we generate the sketch map or local knowledge to be in the GS mapping by the land use GS mapping. And we use the satellite data, we use the topographic data to collect the data in the field, to collect data from the local people, from the local knowledge also. And we can construct the 3D model to express their land. This is so easy to understand from all stakeholders. And we can teach and can training for the local people to use the GPS to surveying their land also. Okay, for my works, I separate in the two phases. For the first phase, the operation under the policy of the Chiang Mai Provincial Office, they contributed land and forest management in 2008 to 2012. This is the first one. The process, we cooperate from the all stakeholders in their land in Kalayanivattana. I separate the step of the operation to 5 steps. And the first is preparation and the surveying and negotiation and monitoring and to adaptation of local people. That is the example of the land plot that surveyed by the local people. You can see the red line, and you can see the point green. That is the size of survey by the GPS by the local people. This is the real data from the field. We can generate this data to be in the GS database also. This is a GS database of Kalayanivattana. We have the 9,050 plots of 20 villages. And this is the key tool, this is the key technique for the support the management in Kalayanivattana. And we can monitoring with the background. The background is the satellite from the 3 years or 3 periods. We can go back to the 2002 and go to the 2011 to investigate or assessment the land plot compared with the occurrence in the satellite data. And now 2012 2017, we can express the data and the land plot of local people that they occupy now. This is an initial assessment using satellite data of Kalyaniwattana by the GISDA organization. You can see that from the 2002, 2011, and 2017, 50 years ago, this area, the forest area reduction in 4%. The change of the forest area is low rate when we compare the rate of Thailand. It is very low in this area. This is the result of the phase 1 of the land and forest management in 2008, that the period 2008 to 2012. And for the 2012, we complete the data by the local land plot. We complete every 22 villages, and they accept the data. For the phase 2, in the last year, 2017, the Kalyaniwattana district, by the chief, he worked hard with the monitoring for the land and forest management, monitoring the local area, local data. This is the chief of Kalyaniwattana districts. He worked hard, and he set the mechanism by the district level and sub-district level also to management. This is, I would like to explain that the how to we management of the land and the forest. You can see example plot for the 2002 for the left on the orange. For the 2002, this plot is the forest. 2011, this plot is the forest also. And for 2017, this plot is the agricultural land. It's maybe the new plot, or maybe the enclosed area to the forest. We put the data for the community committee to manage in their land, and would like to recovering area to be in the forest. This is example. You can see that this is the forest area. When we have the data, we can identify the owner, identify the forest. The inside of the yellow line, that is the land that we call the rotation area from the current people. When we do not have the GS data, do not have the empirical data, we can identify where is the land, where is the forest. This is, we have the data and identify the owner also. This is the image of the 2002. This is the image 2011. And this is the image 2017 for the last year. And I can identify and we can manage. The yellow line is the old plot. The orange line is the middle plot. And for the red line is the new plot. Should be retied to the forest, because this is an enclosed area. And we can manage in the community level also. You can see the several color to be the several measure also. We set up the participatory land use monitoring with the community and with the villager. And for the unclear land, we should be the lead surveying in the field for the unclear land plot. And this is the documents or satellite data to the checking every plot of the community. And we construct the bottom-up level from the acceptance of this process and this data. That is from the community and sub-district or tambon level by the LAO councils. And the last one, we set up the acceptance in the district level by the meeting, public meeting at the districts, Kalyaniwattana district. This is the one of the results that we can construct. You can see the leader, the community leader, he has the presence, the land use and the forest information to outsider. The outsider is the Director General of the Royal Forest Department. He can present their land to the authority outsider. And they can manage it by themselves, manage their land by themselves. That's supported by the co-management and IT platform. This is, we have, for the 20 villages, they have the GS map. They management by the community base, not private. For the last one, the key success factor, I would like to look for the three composition. And the one, and is the first is a stakeholder or collaboration from the good governance mechanism by people and government agency in local area. And the next, partnership mechanism. Government sector, academic sector, private sector, or public sector to collaborate, to work in Kalyaniwattana district. And the second composition, the co-management approach that construct the participatory processes, planning, cooperate, co-monitoring and checking, and sharing and benefit together. For the last of component, the IT platform support. I mean the geoinformatics technology and ICT's technology to support the empirical data to the fact data for the decision and for the control and for the management. That's we have the actionable management in Kalyaniwattana. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hemwan, in presenting a very wonderful presentation on collaborating between universities' technology and the knowledge from the local people at Kalyaniwattana. In the next presentation, I am honored to introduce Professor Dr. Rokia Omar. She is from University Kebangsaan, Malaysia, and her research interests include low vision rehabilitation, spatial population needs, quality of life, public health, optometry, and sport vision. She will be presenting a speech entitled Empowering Youth for Sustainable Development Goals Through University Community Engagement. Please welcome Dr. Omar.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'm very, very happy to be here, and I would like to share what we do at UKM in terms of community engagement. this is some of the things that we do. We have a lot of other things that we actually do at the UCTC and my office. So my office is called University Community Transformation Center, where we actually engage with the community. This is our focus. Yep. Thank you. So for this particular topic, I'll be focusing on empowering youth for SDGs through university community engagement. Now, I'll share with you a little bit about what does UCTC UKM do. Basically, we are a platform where we actually try to create a network of sustainable multi-stakeholders partnership. And community here, it's not only just villages, but beyond that. It can be an organization, it can be industries, it can be government agencies, or even institutions. We also work to promote creative and innovative ways to make a difference in the communities. We also try to advance the culture of meaningful engagement, where we actually look into how to improve the way how we engage with the communities. And we also translate academic discoveries into applicable solutions. For this particular topic today, I'll be sharing two of our flagship projects at the university, where the first one is the ASEAN Youth Volunteerism Program, where we are the permanent secretariat for this program, and the other program is called a Post-Scope Indigenous Community Education Program. ASEAN Youth Volunteer Program or AYVP, is an ASEAN Youth Community Leaders Program. It mobilizes ASEAN youth to develop innovative solutions to the social, cultural, economic, and environmental challenges of communities across ASEAN, while forging a sense of regional identity and cross-cultural understanding among ASEAN youth. So for this particular part, UKM or UCTC helped to actually empower youth in these particular areas. So community engagement doesn't have to be only in your own country, but also can be expanded to other regions. Like in this instance, we're looking at ASEAN. In AYVP program, we have different thematic areas that will focus for each year. This program started in 2013, and based on the last ASEAN Secretariat meeting, it will be extended until 2020. So in 2013, our focus was on environment and climate change, and Malaysia actually hosted it at UKM. And in the following year, 2014, is under the Protecting ASEAN's Cultural Heritage. Also, Malaysian hosted it. And in 2015, we actually moved to Cambodia, and the program is, the thematic area is under environment and climate change, and we actually focus on water sanitation. And in 2016, we focus on disaster risk reduction, and Philippines hosted the program with 3 universities working together, UP, Ateneo, and De La Salle, and the focus was on preparedness. And in 2017, Indonesia hosted the program at ITB, and the focus is also disaster risk reduction, but we look into in terms of resilience. And this year, Malaysia again hosted the program, and the thematic area is protecting ASEAN natural heritage. We are planning to have 2019 in Thailand again, which looking into poverty eradication, but it has not been finalized. And this is part of the planning, and in 2020, we're hoping that Vietnam maybe can host, but will be discussed at the next AUN-USRS meeting, which will be held on the 28th in the evening, and we'll finalize who will be the next host for the program. This is a collaboration, and UKM will be the permanent secretary actually working with the host country and the university. So as we know, in ASEAN Youth Volunteer Program, we actually support the SDGs, and you can see based from the earlier thematic areas, it covers all the different areas of SDGs, and this is very important in preparing our youth for future preparation. So what happened during AYBP and how the university can be engaged is that this is the whole 4-week program, but before this, there's a lot of preparation that need to be done. And one of the most important things is the development of the module, where all the experts from the universities, the lecturers, will be involved in putting together the module for that particular thematic areas. And once the module is ready, then it will be translated into different parts of the program. So the first week, where all the youth will be actually the age between 18 to 30 years old, which come from all over ASEAN countries, and they will be selected. And for your information, there's only 50 places available for these youth, and they are leaders in their own countries. And when they come in for the project, they have to be screened, and every year we have application ranges from 1,400 up to 2,500 applicants. So this is a very competitive program where selected youth will be bring into the country and will be sponsored at this point of time, and to run the whole 28 days to run and to take part in the program. So in the week 1, we have the training part where we actually prepare the youth for that particular thematic areas, and there'll be 5 days workshop at the partner university, and that's where the ASEAN identity building will be done, and then the particular thematic area will be shared with them, and this is where also we'll try to share the what we call responsibility leadership skills. We implement that, and we actually share with them what leaders should be, because they are going to be the agent of change in their own community in the future when they go back, especially to their own countries. And then after that, they will go for the field assignment, where there will be 2 weeks at the community, and that's where they will put into practice what they've learned, and there'll be some activities involving the community. At the same time, at the community, they will also try to create awareness about ASEAN among the communities. And the last phase, where actually they will have a workshop at the partner universities, where there will be site debriefing of the project, management skills, resources mobilization, and this is where they will be taught about how to actually manage project, how to pitch for projects, how to get funding, things like that. So this is to ensure that at the end of the day, they can put into practice what they've learned over the last 3 weeks. And one of the good things about this project is that they are given some small seed funding to actually create similar or smaller scale project in their own community. So you can see that what they've learned, and they will put that into practice. This is what we actually empowering them to do, and they become the agent of change in their own community. And of course, there'll be reviews from the Secretariat to actually check what is the performance, because we provide them some small seed funding, up to $2,000 per project. And of course, they have to compete among themselves. Only those projects that is good will be selected. This is the impacts over the last few years that we've done. We have distributed about a total of almost $140,000 to the alumni for them to implement the projects. And we can see that we have impacted in so many ways in terms of partnership. We have 89 partners throughout the years. We have touched 105 communities in different countries. We have trained facilitators on top of that, and these facilitators also from the youth group between 20 to 30 years old. And we have 344 alumni or youth leaders that actually go back to their countries and implement some of the projects. And out of that, 86 projects were selected. Yeah. And you can see from our Facebook, we have quite a big number of shares and likes at the same time. So this is also one way to show, how the program actually impacted the youth especially. Another project that I would like to share with you is the project that we do for the indigenous group, or we call Orang Asli, for the education program. This is a community which is situated about, from Kuala Lumpur, is about 380 kilometers. And the only way to get to that place, the last 80 kilometers, you have to use a 4x4. There's no proper road it's actually quite difficult to get in. So it's the furthest away that can be reached, you know, in Gua Musang, Kelantan, a state called Kelantan. So basically the issues of these children is the school dropout. And studies have shown that, you know, many of them dropped out and they did not continue to complete their studies. Most of them complete only up to standard 6, or some of them even before that actually leave schools. Therefore, we're trying to actually improve and help so that they maintain in school and see how we can actually improve their ability to learn and in a different aspect. So the solution that we try to look into is that because of their way of living, because of their closeness, and because of the way of their lifestyle, so instead of taking them out from school, from the villages to, you know, to send them to the boarding school, because there are such program in our country, so we actually bring the school to the community. So that's what we're trying to do. And how does it work is that we divide it into 3 phases. The first phase is where we actually did some need assessment, and at the same time we recruit the potential local champion. Because of the distance and also to reach them is very difficult, it is almost impossible to actually send teachers to the rural area. This is very far away, and there's no electricity supply, and there's no water supply except the river. So these are some of the challenges that they are facing there. So we did some need assessment. We understand that over there are youth who actually completed their studies and go back to the communities and not doing any, do not have any job except just do the normal routine that they're doing, like going to the forest, collect materials and things like that. And we identify them, and then we train the trainers, the local champions, and we did knowledge sharing, and then we implemented the module that developed by our experts. The local champion, again, are youth, aged from 19, you know, up to about 20, 30 years old. And then the phase 3 is where we actually will do the social impact assessment, SROI, and also the beneficiary tracer study. So these are the areas that we'll be looking at. Education is the main pillar. We'll look at the health sanitation and also looking at the socioeconomy. Because if you want them to go to school, we have to make sure that they are healthy, they have good diet, so we need to incorporate that into the education. That means we only not touch the children there, but we also need to empower the parents and also the community at the same time. And for that, to be able to have good food, good quality health, they have to have ability to, you know, the social economy need to be improved. So this is how we actually look into that. Sorry. Okay, so this is what we're actually trying to do. For sustainable purposes, we recruited Orang Asli local champions as tutors. We established the local champions among Orang Asli youth. And of course, we have to make sure that it is low cost. And we can't do it on our own, therefore we need to work with our partners. Yeah. And this is the cost of a conventional for 1 year to run the program, and this is what we managed to do when we involve different stakeholders to actually work together. So this is again how we actually engage between communities in terms of, you know, making sure that this program can be sustainable. And this is the period where we actually run it, and over what we have benefited basically around 624 Orang Asli in that particular community. So the take-home message, basically, the university is well positioned to engage in empowering youth, not as received expert, but as one player that can contribute its knowledge-driven volunteerism and resources, sometimes in response to community initiative, sometimes taking a leadership role, and sometimes providing a mediating role representing the community interest. Thank you. And before that, I have 2 short video clips that I would like to share with everybody so that you can have a better idea of what we've done. Can Can we start the video, please? Thank you. I'll share with you the AYVP program first, video first. Can we have the light dim a little bit, please?
Volunteer Leadership Program.
That creates an exclusive opportunity
for exceptional knowledge-driven volunteerism, transforming learning experience,
driving leadership excellence,
advances across cultural understanding,
and forging solid regional identity while making
a sustainable difference
to communities across ASEAN.
And this is AYVP Malaysia 2018.
Okay, this is the first video, and we'll show you the second video about the indigenous education program. lawatan kerja pada kali ini ke Pusat Pendidikan Komuniti UKM CIMB Islamik adalah bertujuan untuk memantau perkembangan bagaimana aktiviti yang telah diajar kepada guru-guru untuk disampaikan kepada anak-anak di sini untuk melihat perkembangannya. Bagaimana apa yang telah dicapai, apa yang masih lagi pertambahbaikan yang diperlukan. Hari ini kita mengadakan majlis penyampaian anugerah kepada pelajar-pelajar cemerlang dari pelbagai kategori. Contohnya kategori kehadiran, pencapaian yang paling meningkat dari segi pembelajaran dan sebagainya. Hari ini juga kita mengadakan memberikan kepada penduduk bendera sekolah yang mana rencana sekolah tu diilhamkan sendiri oleh masyarakat di komuniti Poskop sendiri. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Datuk Omar, for a wonderful presentation. This presentation displays that the university can empower youth in the community to be the agent of change. And the presentation is so wonderful. I want to go back to be a teenager myself to attend this program. So up next, we have Associate Professor Dr. Somkiat Saithanu. Dr. Somkiat Saithanu is the president of Lampang Ratchapat University. He is also a previously vice president of Prince Songkla University and the president of Thaksin University. And his specialty is in animal science. Please welcome Dr. Somkiat Saithanu.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all. Originally, my presentation will be about university engagement relating to Lampang Ratchapat University. But then I want to talk about bigger picture about Ratchapat University, so I would like to change a little bit so that you learn more about Ratchapat University. Ratchapat University are the educational institution. If you are Thai, you might know that it is the teacher college, and then it's upgraded to be the university 10 years ago. And now we are 38 Ratchapat University all over the country. I will go quickly. It is a college located out countrywide. We, among Ratchapat University, we have agreed that we will take care of all the provinces in Thailand. For example, Lampang Ratchapat University, which is about 100 kilometers south of Chiang Mai, take care of Lampang and also Lamphun province, for example. So what does it mean? It means that Ratchapat University, at the moment, we have a 38 university. All the students, about 500,000, about 30,000 staff, covering all over the country. For what does it mean is that if you want to do something for the country in general, in particular, for the mandate of Ratchapat University as a community development university, we can cover all areas using the staff and students to cover our desk activities. In general, of course, the function of the university is teaching, research, academic services, and also preserve arts and culture. If you are from Malaysia or from other countries, I may like to introduce to you that in Thailand, we are 3 groups of universities. The first group we call research university, like Chiang Mai University, Thammasat, Mahidol Chulalongkorn University, that is the research university, mainly aiming for research. Ratchapat University is a community development university, which is something like what we are doing here today. And the other university, the group of university we call like technology university, which is Ratchamangala University of Technology. So altogether we have more than 100 universities together in Thailand within these 3 groups. Of course, today I would like to talk to you about Ratchapat University in general, because we are covering all the area of the country, doing something to also support the other group of universities like research university. Like in the northern part of Thailand, we have formed a network between the research universities, Ratchapat universities, and also technology university all together, working maybe working in the same area. In particular, we are looking at the three areas to improve the rural development or community development in general, in terms of economics, social, environment, and education. Of course, as we are growing up from the teacher college, we may look at mainly at education, but at the moment, and in fact, when you go to the village or go to the rural communities, they don't only need education. Of course, they need to improve their economics, their social affairs, and so their environment as well. So in the old day, you may experience, all of you may experience that in the old day, at Rajabhat University, it's the same. When we go to the village, we go with a small project, maybe 6-month project, 1-year project. We like going there with the small boat, finish the project and you come back. You may help the farmers or help the rural people to improve some certain thing. Something like to preserve the food, to make it more marketable, send to the market. When you come back, go back again. Next year they disappear. Something like that. So how to make it sustainable in the long term? Knowing that or realizing that university is not the Department of Rural Development. We are not the Department of the Community Development, meaning that we have to work together with the provinces, we have to work together with the local communities, also the local government as well. So what it means is that we should look at the work in the long-term project, not only for the research purposes, going there for the short-term period and come back, and then going back again, the farmer back to the same thing again. So something like that. So we need some participation, integration with other communities, with other government sectors, or with private sector as well. So in general now, we have discussed among our 38 Rajabhat universities to be able to do some work, sustainable university development. We talk about the partnership between us and the communities, between us and the people in the village. Both have to have the mutual benefits. Not only we gain research paper, come back to this room, present the paper, go back, the farmer doing the same thing, for example. That is something I want to say. So I mean the people in the village also benefit from this project. We also benefit, there's mutual benefit between two of us. We have sharing knowledge between the two groups. Sometimes we bring the farmers, or we bring the rural peoples, or we bring the people in the village back to the university to do some work together. After we get some research questions in the communities. By saying that during the period of doing something with the people in the village or in the communities, we will try to bring all of our staff, including the students, to learn from communities, to gain some experiences, to get the research question and come back again to share the knowledge and back to solve the problem and back to the village again. Also, of course, what we want to get, not only an output of the research project, we want to see the social impact, whether we have really have improved the livelihood of the farmers in the long term. So it may like what you are doing now today, that each university may have some experiences, may have some people to work in only some certain area. Some university may have some community engagement, government engagement, industry engagement, or even involved with private sector. Sometimes, like Kabangsaan University are here, we can work with us, and like international engagement with other community in Thailand as well. Also alumni engagement. I mentioned about alumni engagement, which is something maybe different from the paper you have here, because the Rajabhat University in general, we have something like 50 years old when we were a teacher college. Some university may have more than 90 years old. So we have alumni all over the place. Mainly, if we are coming from the village, study with us, they go back to work in the village. So there is a place where we can join with them to help to improve the communities where they are working. So as I mentioned before, that the network of not only Rajabhat University for 38 universities covering the countrywide, we are also talking about the network in the regional area. For example, like in the north, we have the university network for the north, which is, I think, shared by Chiang Mai University, for example. So something that we can work together when we go to the village. Because some certain thing, of course, the research university may have some more ideas, some more equipment, like the first paper we present here, using GIS to work with the village to forecast what happened in the future, for example. So we need to do something together to maintain the work in the village in the long term. We found that after working for several years with the village, and this is from Rajapat point of view, we found that the key success to work with the village, as I mentioned, the university is not the Department of Rural Development or the Department of Community Development. So when you go to the village, you want to help them some certain thing, to help them to improve, to preserve the food. But in fact, the farmer said, no, I don't want this. I have some problem with my health. I have some problem with my electrical problem. I have problem with the legal problem with the government about the land encroachment, for example. So when we really go to the village, we have to really talk to them what exactly the community needs. And then the second thing, we found that the main important thing at the moment, especially under the Thai government now, the new policy, or the policies are delegated to the governor of the province. So after we talk to the governors about the community needs, we have to talk to the governor of the province, for example, in Lampang. The first thing, I have to talk to the governor of Lampang. What is how about the village? They want to us to work with them. What do they have? What do we have? So they can work together, and then we go to the village, work with the local government. Integration and participation projects is more important, which is a long-term project. Really not go with a small boat to work with some certain area in the research, but we want to work in the bigger picture. Networking, of course, eventually, the KM or knowledge management become very important, so that all the lecturers who went to the village, learn more, come back, use that for teaching, for research, for outreach program in the future. We're continuously doing some work like that in the same village for the longer periods. This is something we propose to government now. Of course, action research is considered as one of the most important strategies in use of appropriate and applied effectively to this work. So that is in general, I would like to share with you today that to be able to improve the community, poverty or whatever it is, we need to work in the long-term period in one of the village or in one communities. And to work in the long-term period successfully, we have to work with the local government. We have to work with the governor of the province so that they can also delegate their authorities, delegate budgets, or delegate some other things to help us so that we can help to improve the poverty of the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Somkiat Saithanu, for a lovely presentation. And it's the presentation that helps us understand how university and community engagement works in the institutional level. So now I would like to invite the questions from the floor. If anybody have the questions that would like to ask our panelists, this would be the time.
Any questions?
There are microphones.
So please.
Oh yes.
Please go to the microphone.
Thank you for all the three presenters and for the opportunity to learn from all of you. My question is to Dr. Hemwan. When you do participatory GIS, did you have to invest in trust building with the local community, or were you able to just come and not spend weeks and maybe months with them in order for them to trust you? And very quickly to Professor Rokia, when you engage with the Orang Asli children. Have you been thinking to capitalize on the indigenous knowledge? Because maybe they are not in position to obtain formal education, but they have knowledge of flora and fauna and music and local culture that is actually valuable or even invaluable to the outside world. So thank you again.
Yes. Thank you for the question. And for my works, I cooperate in the Kalayaniwattana district. I work in the project base. And for my science, for the academic science, I asked for the fund from the Chiang Mai University in the USR channel also to work in that area. And for the government side, they have the budget also. We collaborate the budget together and collaborate the work together also in that area.
Thank you for the question. Yes, to answer that question, yes, we actually capitalize what they have, and we actually, when we want to teach them in terms of education, we use the natural resources that's available, and we also enhance the children and also the community and the youth about the value of their natural heritages, and we also encourage them to share what they have with our researchers. At the same time, we start to also encourage them to learn about the culture so that can be also be part of way of generating money and income, because the children can also do performance when they have visitors, and they can actually, charge some fees. So all these things actually is part of the socio-economic plan that we have as part of way of empowering them. Thank you very much. Yes.
Does anybody still have some more questions for our panelists today? If not, I would like to ask all three of the panelists. So, as I'm a new researcher, I recently graduated. I wonder if you have any suggestions or recommendations for the researchers who want to engage in this kind of university and community relationships. What should be our first steps?
Yes, me first. Okay. This is a good question. For my opinion, I think it's the situation of Thailand now for the work. We have facing the open opportunity by we contribute of the Thailand 4.0 period. This is a period that make the great opportunity to collaboration from all sectors, from the government side and from the academic side, maybe business side and public or local side also. This is the great of the opportunity to collaboration. And for the researcher, I think is that we can apply the basic research, or maybe to basic research to be in the applied research, and you can find the area, you can find the function of the organization, and you can find the agenda also to collaborate in the real area, or maybe this is the great opportunity of the year. Okay, thank you for my side.
Okay, I think for young researchers, one of the most important things that you need to actually do is to identify the needs of the community, and identify the gap that's there, and see how you can actually fit what you can actually share with the community. And once you do that, then not only that you're able to get in touch and touch them in a way, because when you work with community, having their trust is one of the most vital things. And if you engage with them in the early stage and sharing with them what exactly that you can offer, instead of telling them this is what I can do, you ask them first, this is what is it that you would like us to actually do for you, because most of the time when we do research, we always trying to answer the research problem or the research question when we identify the gap. But when you work with the community, one of the most important things is to ask them, what is it that you would like us to assist? Once you identify that, then you can actually work your way through that. And then they realize that you're there not to tell them what to do, but to be with them. And another thing that I would like to share is that when you do the program or the project, you get them to be involved in such a way that they are part of it. Yes, you have some funding that you actually get it from the industries or the foundation. Instead of giving everything to them and telling, okay, you have to do this, this, and this, you tell them, okay, let's work together. For instance, I just share with you the project that we did. You see the part where the video from zero to hero, they actually built the school themselves. We don't pay them to build the school. We provide the materials. We provide the raw materials and some of the things like the cement, the nail. But for the wood and everything, they actually go to the forest and cut it because they have the skills to do that. And what we did is that instead of paying them, we provide the food, because if they go to do other work, they will not be able to earn their daily living, from the work that they normally do. So instead of giving them money, because they work together as community, so we provide the the food for that particular week. If they work 1 week, so we provide for 1 week food supply. So that school or that community center become ours. It's not UKM give to them. It's theirs. So that's very important when you work with community. Thank you very much.
I agree with the two speakers. One thing we need to find out the needs of the communities. In fact, in each communities, they will always have the wise people or the community leaders that can also give us some certain thing that they need from us. I also agree that every time we go to the village, if we bring the young scientists with us or even the students with us, we learn from us, also learn from the communities. Then we get the research question to come back. Of course, some certain thing could be beyond, like Ratchapat University could be beyond our expertise. We can rely on the network. Let's say network in the north, I mentioned before, we have the Chiang Mai University as the share of the network. So we can share together, work in the same area. But something I want to insist is that we should be concentrate on the place where we can help them to make sustainable development. Not really going there for the short period and pull out and then everything go back to the same thing. Well, what means that we have to work with the local government, work with the community leaders so that we can continue our working, but not to keep them, always keep them all the time, but help them to help themselves. So thank you very much.
All right, please join me again in thank you our three panelists today. So I think it is about lunchtime. If you would like to continue this discussion, we can do so with food in front of us. So I would like to invite everyone to lunch and under the first panel of the 4th ASIAENGAGE conference. Thank you very much.
And of course, it's about lunchtime, but before I let you to lunch, so we have something, to announce and also, but before we let you move on to the move down to the stage, I'd like to invite the chair of this conference to present the token about appreciation to every speakers here. So maybe down here. Okay, I'm very sorry about that. Okay. So the first person, may I invite Dr. Ponpat Hemawan, Associate Dean for Administration, Faculty of Social Science, Chiang Mai University. Thank you very much. And next, Professor Datuk Dr. Rogia Hajioma, the Director of University Community Transformation Center, University Kebangsaan, Malaysia. And next, Associate Professor Dr. Somkiat Saitanu, the President of Lampang Ratchapat University. And the last but not least, our moderator for this session, Dr. Pongsakorn Supakit Paisan from the Department of Plant and Soil Sciences, Faculty of Agriculture, Chiang Mai University. Thank you so very much นะคะ So there are a few announcements, okay, from our staffs. First of all, after the lunch, so you can take your time visiting our 5 booths outside. Okay, there are the booths from STEPS. If you would like to know what STEP is, you definitely need to go there and take a look. And the second booth is from Chiang Mai University Press. Right now, we give you 20% discounts if you are interested. And the third one is the booth from Ajahn Ming San. He wrote so many books and he also shared his experiences. She shares her experiences on her research works, and you can donate some money for charity. Okay? And the fourth one is called PAW-DD program. What it is about, but I would say that this program won so many awards in Thailand. You need to take a look there. And lastly, it's the booth from Social Research Institute from Chiang Mai University. Of course, this booth will share you lots of research works like this. And also, this is the time that you can drop your fire for your presentation this afternoon. Okay, you definitely need to, to present that, to go there. Okay, and the next announcements. So our staff would like to see Professor Sandra and Dr. Adilia Ali. Okay, please come and see. After the conference will be fine too. Okay. And of course, let me make the announcement for the lunch. Okay, the lunch break time is the buffet lunch, and it's down on the first floor. Okay, please enjoy yourself with the great food and great discussion. But please come back here. Come back here at 1 p.m. Okay, at 1 p.m. So thank you so very much, and please enjoy your lunch.